What's going on, you guys? It's your boy here, the Nemesis. And this is a video I've been trying to make and been putting off, and well, I don't think I can do that anymore. As most of you know, the whole Lizzo controversy, she's getting canceled because she wanted to shame and make her backup dancers do fucked up things. But there was something very weird about that whole situation with me, and that's why I didn't make a video. And, I've listened to other people's opinions. I've read some stuff about it. And I honestly think that the best way that I'll be able to express how I feel is by going over how Tim Dillon feels about the whole situation. So we're going to jump into this. This is going to be a video where he was interviewed, or he was on Joe Rogan's Experience, and they talked about the whole Lizzo controversy. So let's get into that, and like, comment, subscribe for some more.
Bitches who turned on her because she was trying to help them. First of all, that's not even a character. Like, you don't get to be a fat backup dancer. That doesn't exist. It's not real. Lizzo made that category of person.
I'm gonna have to agree with him on that one. Like, I think especially after this, we're not gonna have exactly another Lizzo probably for a while, unless some corporate plant pulls them out. So essentially, like, if you think about it, these people kind of committed career suicide. Now, I'm not defending Lizzo's actions. Hell the fuck no. I completely can't stand the bitch. But if you're looking at it from a professional side, you don't goof down that whole situation there.
What is she accused of?
Fat shaming them, making them rehearse, making them stand up. That's what their version of fat shaming is. Making them stand up and walk onto the stage. Making them rehearse, taking them to a sex club in Amsterdam where the performers are shooting bananas out of their pussies because this is what happens. And Lizzo's like forcing them to touch the nude performers and force one of them to eat a banana that came out of the vagina of a performer, dancer in the sex club. Lizzo makes the girl, she's like, eat the banana. And then the girl gets really angry at that. But supposedly Lizzo was just abusing her power. This is what they're all saying. But I don't know if I buy that. I think it's bitter people, maybe, that are angry.
I have to agree with that one too, because we got to really look at this. All right. I think that essentially this is going to be possibly, I wouldn't say a new phenomenon, as we've been seeing this with a lot of men. But I think we're going to start seeing this influx of women starting to get canceled for exactly the same shit that men have been pulling, but it's just going to be women. And I think Lizzo is going to be that first casualty. She's essentially Harvey Weinstein herself. I don't know how she could ever come back from this. I don't even think that this is really her fault. I blame it more on these people.
This is what's going to drive them nuts. They look exactly like her. And she's worth $40 million, and they're probably getting paid shit. So they're in the background every night dancing. And it ain't easy. It's fun to be on that TV show that she had, but then you have to do it every night. And they're icing their joints. It's hard. They're in the trailer. It's fucking tough. Lizzo had to start getting on some of them, going like, you got to tone it down. It's becoming a problem. The weight is becoming a problem. And then Lizzo's response was she's like, I would never fire any of them because of their weight. It's like, what a weird statement. They're dancers. How fat can they get? How fucking big can they get? If I wanted to be a dancer for Taylor Swift and she came up to me and went, you're too fat to do this, I'd go, that makes sense. And I'd leave with some dignity. But these women, Lizzo has them on stage, she has them dancing, and then all of a sudden, she's abusing or making them do weird shit. And they all are now suing her. And her streaming has slowed down big time. The ads, you know how it is. It's a big cancellation.
So did she... so this show, were these girls dancers before they got on her show?
No,
or
because you can't be a dancer at a certain...
Right.
Let's just be very honest here. They're not at the ballet.
This is a very hard thing, because in one sense, I'm defending Lizzo and victim blaming. And on the other sense, it's Lizzo. All right? But I'm completely not surprised by this. Nobody should. everyone needs to quit holding these people up. Just because they look like you or any of that shit, you should not hold these people up. Nobody should be held up as a hero or anything, because as we've seen for the past 10 or more years, everybody likes to deconstruct the fucking hero and tear you the fuck down. It was only a matter of time. Like, this should be like the warning shots for other female performers who treat their staff like this or anything. You wanted to be a dancer. You made that choice. That was the career choice. I'm sorry that you thought you were going to get on the train because you looked at Lizzo and was like, oh, this is going to be easy. This will be an easy ride. And then when she asked more of you, like, I'm sorry, but people are coming to see her. They ain't coming to see you. They could be, but you got to fucking work that ass.
These women, it's a fetish dancing.
Yeah.
These are larger women. Okay, and I don't mean like, I had a cheesecake. I mean like, these are big ladies, and they're dancing because Lizzo's whole thing. Lizzo's like, I'm not getting enough attention just being the fatty up front. I want everyone on stage to be fat, so I can get more praise.
There we go. Lizzo also tried to play the politics game and all this other like ism game or what the hell ever, and this is your reward. This is what that crowd does to you when you try to fucking appeal to them. When you try to appeal to people who don't give a crap about you or your product, and you're just like, oh, look at me, I'm a big black girl, I'm big and I'm proud, and I'm not going to shed any of this for no one, no man, no other woman, no one tells me what to do. Well, this is what you get. You attract the same fucking snakes that come around you, and now they're draining you for that precious money, because that's what it's about. Have you figured it out yet? That's what it's about. That almighty dollar.
That's what they wanted. I think that's what she wanted. She wanted, it wasn't enough that it was her, it had to be everybody. And that's what bit her in the ass.
But the question was, these gals, how often did they have to dance? Was it like every night? Like, how often was that show? Was it a once a week show? What was it?
I don't know, but they were on tour, so you'd figure when you're they're on tour.
Look here, man, I've been on tour. Does it suck doing the same thing every day?
Nope.
You know, it's every once in a while you have fucking, you have your break days and all that, but unfortunately, you made that choice. You wanted that life, and that's what it comes with. Now, I played the metal game, so I don't know what the fuck the whole pop thing is. I'm sure it's 13 times easy because you have a bunch of people there to wipe your ass, and you got catering and everywhere, and that's what it is. You have to entertain people. You are going on the road. You are an entertainer. It don't matter what form of music you're doing. You got to be built and ready for it. And if she requires people to be on that stage night after night, city after fucking city, shaking what the mama gave them, then you better fucking jump up and do that and take more responsibility than being like, oh, Lizzo's being a complete and utter control freak, and she forced us to do this crap, and she's such a bad person, and blah 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 blah.
This is my question. When you're a big girl and you're not exercising, and then all of a sudden someone hires you for a dance show because they want big girls.
Right.
And then you have to do that kind of shit every day.
It's tough.
Your body's not prepared for that. Your joints are weak.
It's very hard.
Like, you could get really fucked up doing that. It's like asking someone to go into like some crazy cardiovascular workout.
Right. That's it. And they get mad at Lizzo because Lizzo doesn't have to do anything. She just pulls out the flute. Like, when you are not in a good mental state, which is a lot of the reason people act out with different things, right? With substances, with food, with whatever. You know, and, you know, listen, if you have people that are emotionally, that have issues, you know, and Lizzo might have them as well, it's a toxic soup of maybe becomes a problem on tour.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's the idea of a judge having to adjudicate this, to me, is the funniest thing I've ever. The idea of a judge in a room having to go, who called who fat, looking Lizzo's on one side and then the dance, and he's like staring at everybody going, wait, who's who? Who's what? Who's fat? Like, it's crazy, but, you know, it's unfortunate because they're coming for her career.
If I were you and you survived this, I would not. I would say go to Amazon and be like, pull my show. I want it to never have happened. Or actually, maybe you should just leave it there. It's less controversy. But be like, I'm not doing this again. I'm going to hire real dancers who can actually do this and do my shows, perform and stuff. Would not be surprised if she pulls that card. If she makes it out of this alive. Which I don't care. Because I hate Lizzo.
The show itself seems like it would be a health risk.
It is.
It seems like it would be, right? Like to force people to work out.
Yes.
Part of the lawsuit has to do with the recording that one of the dancers made. And I'm reading this article. This sounds... It's interesting if you guys would want to read it.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
The suit also describes an alleged meeting with dancers on April 27th in which Lizzo repeatedly referenced Williams' termination, allegedly telling her that she had, quote, eyes and ears everywhere. Davis recorded this meeting because she suffers from an eye condition that can make her, quote, disoriented in stressful situations, according to the suit. Days later, Lizzo allegedly held an emergency meeting where she discovered that the previous meeting had been recorded, the suit says. She became furious, hurling expletives at the group and stating that she was going to go around the room person by person until somebody told Lizzo, who made the recording, according to the lawsuit.
Now that just sounds like average ego, I'm the boss, I want to know, I run this kind of shit attitude. Like that's nothing new. That's been in history forever.
Here's what I want to know. When it says became furious, hurling expletives at the group, and stated that she was going to go around the room person by person until someone told Lizzo, who made the recording. God, I hope she refers to herself in the third person.
Somebody better tell Lizzo.
Because I hope that's how she says it. That would be amazing. If she said someone better tell Lizzo.
Yeah, I mean, she brought all these women on tour probably to abuse them,
I don't think they thought it through. That's what I'm saying. It's about
when you have
health.
a bunch of fatty boom baddies on the tour, she's probably having a little fun, going, girls, she's probably...
Eat some pussy out of banana.
Yeah, eat the pussy banana. And also, bitch, do it, because where else are you going to dance?
Right.
You're not getting hired anywhere else. Like, unfortunately or fortunately, you're not working.
Right.
So you were given this really weird, unique opportunity that only exists with this one woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anywhere else.
I mean, it depends on how hard they really wanted it. If you really wanted it, you should have just sucked it up and dealt with it. I mean, it really sound all too bad. I wasn't there. I don't know. Would I have gone to that brothel in Amsterdam? Maybe. Would I have eaten the banana? Oh, hell no. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that depraved. This is everything you expect a man to do in this situation. And it's Lizzo. It's like you hear this stuff, and at least me, I can envision a guy going around being like, I want to know who made that recording. I want to know right now. Tell me right now. Or freaking being like, if you want this job, you're going to have sex with that hooker. I could easily see this because, they make stories and movies based on this stuff, and sometimes it bleeds into reality. So, I could believe it happens. That's why it's shocking that Lizzo did this shit. And I think it's really shocking because it turns everything around that everyone's been saying about, oh, she's so brave and stunning and all this stuff, and just throws that right on top of everyone's head.
Where else are you going to dance?
Right.
You're not getting hired anywhere else. Like, unfortunately or fortunately, you're not working.
Right.
So you were given this really weird, unique opportunity that only exists with this one woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anywhere else. So,
this is like not to body shame anybody, but there's been a weird shift.
Yes.
In just the way society looks at these things.
Yes.
Because it used to be that women that were representing clothes and things had ideal shapes.
Yes.
Like that's what they used for advertisement.
Right.
And then something changed and they decided
Well, society used to really prioritize people who could breathe on their own.
Alrighty, guys, and that's pretty much it. So this is my final opinion on this whole Lizzo situation. I think that she's still a piece of shit. I still don't like her, but the fact that, like, the way I'm looking at it is the same way Tim Dillon is sort of looking at it. I think that these people are more going after her career than actually trying to get, like, some justice or something. I think that they know they couldn't handle it up on that stage, so the next best thing is to sue this bitch and try to get a big fucking settlement or something like that. But I'm Nihilistic Nemesis, and I guess you can see why this video took so long. I don't know how it's gonna do, but thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and something else video coming soon. Bye.